The camo grind for some people is the main reason why they play Call of Duty. Taking the time to get that mastery camo is a lot of fun as someone who has gotten the mastery camo for 4 out of the 6 newest games. There are however some challenges that are really annoying to complete, like destroying streaks with non-lock-on rocket launchers.
Enemy recon sighted.
Securing Charlie.
Get kills while mounted, or Vanguard's insane 100 bullet penetration kills. Yeah, some challenges are just really annoying, but there's one that I think is not only annoying for anyone trying to complete it, it is both annoying for people who are going against them, and makes the overall flow of matches slow down significantly. That challenge is the long shot kill challenge. I seriously despise this. It is easily the most frustrating challenge that I've had to deal with. First off, it requires you to play in a boring playstyle. Find a line of sight that gives you the distance needed for a long shot, and just wait. I know, some people actually enjoy playing like this, but I'm not one of them. I like running around the map. It is so much fun sliding, running, gunning, doing all that crazy nonsense. Sitting in a spot just waiting for someone to come into my sight is boring and tiring. It doesn't help that you can't do this challenge normally like most of the other ones. For example, you don't really need to focus on headshots, it just happens when it happens. Long shots require you to play a very specific playstyle, and you will be in for a boring gaming session. Now, point blank challenges are a good example of a somewhat challenging quest while also having the potential to be fun. Well, that statement only applies to when the guns can excel at close range. For example, some LMGs in Black Ops 6 have point blank kills, and that's just really annoying. These aren't built for close range. Which leads me to my next point. Guns that do not excel at longer ranges still have the long shot challenge for it. SMGs are the absolute worst class for long shots because they have high recoil and low damage. The recoil and damage isn't noticeable when the guns are used to its strengths, playing close range. But once you try using this class for this horrible challenge, you will want to slam your head into a brick wall. The reason why I say that submachine guns are the worst for this challenge is because assault rifles, light machine guns, marksman, and sniper rifles all excel at these longer ranges. Pistols are really good in hardcore, and the minimum distance for a long shot kill with a shotgun is so low that it's probably one of the easier classes to complete this challenge for. In fact, you could actually get long shot kills on shipment for it, so there's that. Now, I mentioned hardcore. Just go play hardcore then. Yeah, you can do that, but most SMGs are so bad at longer ranges that it can still take you more than one shot to kill. So while you have to deal with having to hit more shots, the enemy can just one-tap you like you're a Goomba from Super Mario. The quantity of how many long shots you have to get can also get ridiculous. Nowadays, it's not that bad. Very few weapons in Black Ops 6 even have this challenge, and if they do, it's not much. Infinity Ward. For some reason, they like to spam this horrible challenge. In Modern Warfare, you needed 100 long shots for assault rifles, 50 for both SMGs, shotguns, marksman, and sniper rifles, 45 for LMGs, and 30 for handguns. Now, I'm going to do some quick math where I will take one weapon from each category and add up the total amount of long shots we need. And what do you know? It's 375 long shots. Who came up with this? This challenge is already tedious enough, so what can we do to make them less annoying? Ah yes, 100 long shot kills for assault rifles. What? And why do SMGs require more than LMGs? Now shotguns I don't really care, but why do SMGs also require the same amount of long shots as marksman and sniper rifles? They should only need 30 max to be honest, and I only say that because the handguns require that many. Now obviously if I had the choice I'd rather remove the challenge entirely. But if I couldn't, I'd give long shots for every weapon class around 20. SMGs are just the worst offenders, so having 50, which is on par with snipers and marksman rifles, is just insane to me. Modern Warfare 2 does dial this back a bit, with assault rifles, SMGs, battle rifles, LMGs, and marksman rifles needing 25 long shots, 20 for shotguns and snipers, and 15 for handguns. Wait, why do snipers require less than SMGs? What kind of sense does this make? Now, we're going to do the same thing for Modern Warfare, where we'll take one gun from every weapon class and count how many long shots we need. And it is 180 long shots. Now, this is still very tedious, way too much actually, but it is a huge reduction from the previous 375. That is a 48% decrease. It's weird to me how Infinity Ward sees long shots as some sort of equal to hipfire point blank kills after reloading, when it's obviously inferior. You complete those challenges way faster than this long shot challenge. It should not have the same amount as these other challenges, to be honest. This is a very small annoyance, but I seriously hate how in-game it isn't stated anywhere what the minimum long shot distance is. And if there is, then it is either hidden too well, or I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have to search up what the requirements are, just tell me in-game. Now long shots are very map dependent, so you gotta know what maps have good long shot spots, and what doesn't. El Asilo is an amazing map for this challenge, while Santa Senya Border Crossing is not. I mean, is that really surprising? This map sucks at everything it does. So, am I complaining about having to know what maps are good for this challenge? No, what's frustrating is that many times you will not get the map that you need, and instead you'll get some atrocious map like Shipment. You can still get hipfire kills on larger maps. It's of course not going to be as fast as it would be on a smaller map, but it still works. Unfortunately, long shots are not that flexible, as you need very specific maps to get a decent amount. I'm positive every map has a long shot spot, but not many have a good consistent spot that gives you a lot of opportunities for long shot kills. Ground War / Invasion is a very good option for long shots. I'd say it's more consistent than 6v6. The only problem is that spawning takes a bit longer and Invasion doesn't allow you to spawn with your teammates. Still, it's a reliable option. My last point as to why long shots is the most annoying camo challenge in Call of Duty is when you are going against it. Dying to campers is mad annoying. Some people are just really weird, but then there are people who want to do the camo grind and they gotta do these stupid long shots, which results in more camping. And we do not need more of that. It's also worse when you think about how camo grinding is most likely at its peak when the game is less than half a year old. So you could be grinding long shots, then an enemy is doing the same, and then you gotta hope that the rest of the lobby isn't doing this as well. This challenge has brought me so much pain, and I hope your experience has been better than mine with it. Is there a way we could make this more enjoyable? Honestly, I don't think so. We can reduce the amount of long shots needed, give a clear indication on what the minimum long shot distance is, but at the end of the day, it requires you to play the most boring playstyle. I remember just losing my mind grinding long shots in MW2. It was mind-numbing. I think that this challenge should be removed. And do you all agree? Do you think I'm exaggerating? Let me know down in the comments.